'Cause at least when I'm high, I still have you.
Hey yo YouTube, what's going on? Juniio here, back again with another reaction video, back again with another viewer request. Whoops. Hey, still there? Today's video comes from Roberto Martha Estrada, who asked me to react to the song Black Diamond by the band Stratovarius. A quick Google search reveals that they are a Finnish power metal band. Awesome. I really like power metal. Power metal is a great genre. For some reason, I just have a good feeling about this suggestion. So of course, anybody else, if you want your video to show up here next, following Roberto's example, leave your suggestions in the comments down below and the next video could be yours. But without further ado, we're just gonna get right into the song, huh? You know, why not? We're just gonna jump into it. See, look at this album art. Look how epic this is. This is true power metal. It's just this album art alone. Look at this. Ooh. Okay. Sure, I could talk about the drums, the guitar, whatever. But come on. Everybody's got to know that the real star here is the harpsichord, or whatever it was making that, just that crazy intro. I mean, just listen to this intro. It seems like... You know, it's very reminiscent of like classical music. Metal as a genre is or can be very heavily influenced by classical music, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if that was a harpsichord. I mean, maybe it's not, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me. But it has just such a iconic feel to it already. I don't know, I enjoy it. So let's just get into the lyrics. Ooh! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Okay, alright. Okay. I really like the guy's voice. You know, it's not the most polished sounding, it's not super clean. It seems like this album's from the 90s, and it definitely sounds like that. So the vocal style around power metal in that time was a lot more kind of raw and emotional sounding. It wasn't until I think more like, you know, in the past 10, 15 years or so that you had these very soaring, polished vocals that you hear in a lot of kind of, you know, modern power metal. I'm not gonna say epic, because I think bands like this and Blind Guardian, who kind of like pioneered the whole thing, were still able to instill a very epic sense of gravitas in their songs through the vocal, the performances, and deliveries. It just didn't have like that squeaky clean finish that you kind of hear now, which, you know, is kind of a shame, because there was something about just the raw power of power metal back in the day that that almost makes it sound like a different genre than what it's evolved into now. I guess that's the whole point of evolution. Yeah, so I mean, everything that I say is pretty redundant, and you know, I'm just kind of saying it just to fill empty space So I don't even know why anybody really listens to these parts of the thing anyways, you listen to a stranger on the internet talk about things he barely knows or has any authority on. But at the same time, you get to listen to a cool song. So it's like kind of a win-lose. So it's like a net nothing. It's like a nothing experience. This is a very not related tangent. Hey, chill out. Let's break down the lyrics a little bit, shall we? Again, I see you standing there watching me. Your gaze, those eyes are tantalizing openly, inviting me to get close to you. Can't help myself. There's fascination in the air. From what it seems to me is a love interest of his, of this protagonist of this song. I try to fight this strong sensation, but there's no chance to escape from this temptation. Feels like I've known you before, repeating phrases, but I yearn for something more. This reminds me of the concept of another song, Nymphetamine Fix by Cradle of Filth, where the whole concept is falling in love with somebody that you know is bad for you. It's like addicting and dangerous and exciting all in the same time. But, ultimately a net negative on your life and your quality of life. And he says he feels like I've known you before, repeating phrases, a sense of deja vu perhaps. Maybe he's had some sort of bad experiences with this kind of person in the past, and he knows that it's not going to end well, but he can't help himself or something like that. I know I can't stay by your side forever, but I know I won't forget your beauty, my black diamond. Yeah, I think kind of just reiterating what I had said before. There's just this very beautiful, dangerous, unhealthy, potential relationship he's getting himself in. The usage of my black diamond. I think maybe the obvious answer is just the correct one. Black is kind of just signifying that turning away from the light, the absence of good. But it's still a diamond. It's still something very precious and very beautiful, but just tainted by this source of, I don't know, evil or whatever. In maybe not such an extreme extent, but you know what I mean. Black diamond. It's just like, it's quite literal in its metaphorical usage of the term. Wow, I'm really delivering some quality commentary today. Wow, get ready. Ooh. And the harmonizing guitars too. Nice. Okay. So that whole section, it seems like a lot of different musical movements all in one little passage there. Kind of had like that kind of slower section near the beginning, kind of more held. Wow, kind of. Holy. With the more held power chords. But the solo kicked in and they introduced choral elements in the background over the held sustained guitar chords. And then they also introduced the synth key dueling the guitar solo. Always makes for a very fun dynamic. Dueling guitar solos in itself is very fun. But a guitar solo dueling another solo of another instrument is even more fun. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. Now we're back to that kind of that harpsichord intro that we heard near the beginning. Like all these harmonies? Yeah. Okay. All right, so that was Stratovarius, Black Diamond. The thought that I kind of had near the last, basically half of the song, and just also just kind of following up the lyrics here. Very unconventional song structure. They had just one longish verse for the first half, and the last half was just the repeating chorus that they did 3 times or so. I mean, with the whole guitar key solo duel in the middle of that, but still. Very unconventional song structure, but the chorus was still catchy enough that it was memorable even just after hearing it only once, you know? Again, the instrumentation was very fun. I love the harpsichord elements. Everything else, the guitar, the drums, it seemed very, I mean, maybe by this point, very standard. So all of it, very classic, very good, very solid power metal, fundamental instrumentation. The one thing I always kind of have a hard time reconciling the power metal genre with themes and lyrical content that isn't directly related to like high fantasy, because like, you're so used to like Blind Guardian, Rhapsody of Fire, or you know, maybe something more modern like Dragon Force or something like that. Each song is like a miniature D&D sesh. Like it's all these epic adventures. It's these sweeping tales of heroism and battles and magic and mythical beings and things like that. But, you know, this song obviously is some sort of love song. It didn't really have any influence from high fantasy at all, but it's still very much fundamentally power metal. And I think what really does that is just the overall aesthetic, his vocal style, the instrumentation. I've heard some people call Sonata Arctica power metal as well. There I would kind of have to disagree, not to become like one of those metal genre, subgenre elitists or anything. Though sometimes I guess I kind of can be, because Sonata Arctica, at least to me, is definitely not power metal. I think they have some influences from power metal, but all in all, they are definitely more of a symphonic metal band. So, so just so you all know, Sonata Arctica is not power metal. I don't actually wear glasses anymore. We're having fun here. We're having fun on this channel. Everybody's having fun together. Why not, you know? If you like the video, make sure to like it. If you like the channel, make sure to subscribe. Of course, everybody have a great day. I'll probably see you Nope, I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you Saturday. Okay? I'll see you Saturday. Hey. Hey. Saturday, yay. All of you still watching the video, you guys are awesome, okay? Don't ever forget that. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Somebody appreciates you, and it's me. I do. Maybe that doesn't mean much. Maybe it probably shouldn't mean much. Yeah, I mean, okay. Okay, that's enough. I don't even know what's going on anymore. That's about enough. Yeah, that's about enough.